We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. Number 24 continues his chase for the top spot on the AL batting leaderboard. Next. Digging in, Tyler Wade. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the right fielder, Tyler Wade.
Hey, we got no one.
Pitch on the way. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And there's one down now. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name in the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate.
Hey, all right,
what a
here we
luxury
go
this
now.
club has.
Stepping in now, Harold Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
We got one here. We got one.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. There's a good knuckleball. Got it by him for strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Batting third, the second baseman.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Pitch on the way. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Okay, now we got 2.
And it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him. One, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still no score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gary Sanchez. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
0-2.
And though he's one of the league's best hitters to this point, the average has taken a dip over the last few series. He's sitting in the low 200s over his last 10 games.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Gary Sanchez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The average right at 280 coming in. 7 homers and 31 RBIs.
Hey, we've got one right here.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Come on, guys.
And the pitch.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Another 0-2 home. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him, 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
One and two now.
1-2's the count.
Hey, 2 away now.
Now here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Now at the plate, Matt Beatty, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The first baseman, Matt Beatty.
No out.
Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
At the plate, Luke Voigt, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
One out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Batting ninth.
So now to the plate,
shortstop,
Sheldon Noisy.
Sheldon.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Yankee shortstop behind in the count
1 and
1-2.
count.
And that
Nope.
misses
Ball.
2-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an
2-2 count.
adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Tyler Wade.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
What's it one here?
And that
That's a
misses
ball.
downstairs for a ball, 1-1. We talked about it earlier. He's certainly making a real threat for a batting title this year, and with an average over 400 in his last 10 ball games, he's making a great push here late season.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in.
Now
That's
batting,
certainly what he's
center
done over the
fielder,
last 10 games.
Carroll.
Absolutely crushing the baseball.
Ramirez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Harold
Yeah,
Ramirez will stand in for the second time now as he
0-1.
looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
0-2.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a
1-2.
curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
Oh,
Ball.
don't know how you lay off that one, but he
2
did,
balls,
and
2
it's
strikes.
2-2.
Got one here.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Gleyber Torres is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the
0-2.
hole 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to hit is the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
The catcher.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
No one down here.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Andujar.
He'll start this at-bat with a knuckle curve right
0-1.
there, strike
Here we go,
1.
guys. Up, up, up.
Popped him up.
Got room,
Ruiz
got room, got
has a
room.
play.
I got it.
2
Ball,
gone.
ball.
So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Come on, guys, come on.
The windup and the 0-1. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Matt Beatty.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, we got Nolan here.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
In now is the Yankees DH, Luke Voigt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now batting, shortstop.
Into the box, Sheldon Noisy. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
Now here's the pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff, but he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're still down. It's 2-0. Next for New York, Tyler Wade. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Come on, big guy.
There's
Get
another
yourself right
pitch
here.
for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Ready for another shot now, Harold Ramirez.
Now
No hits
batting,
for him to this
center
point,
fielder,
not unlike many of his
Harold
fellow teammates.
Ramirez.
And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike 1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Clearly fooled there on the slider.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the
Strike this
count
guy
right
out.
here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Good arm action there, but this one misses, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And it's 2
That
balls
missed,
and
that's
2
the ball.
strikes now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he's safe at first, so he's aboard on the drop 3rd strike. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop 3rd strike. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres.
Torres.
1 out now, 1 out.
From the stretch.
2,
Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 7 no-hit innings now as he closes in on his masterpiece. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. White Sox on top, 2-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Gary.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt.
No ball,
He
2
can't be
strikes.
the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Ready now, Miguel Andujar. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, come on now.
0-1.
Go.
That misses
Outside,
wide.
ball.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-1.
Strike 2.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
And digging into the batter's
Now
box
batting,
next will be
left fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton. He was sat
Giancarlo.
down on strikes in his last at-bat. Out in front of it, strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Stanton hits a little over the 270 mark. No
That's
swing
the
on
ball.
the knuckle curve, even at 1-1.
Out.
No runs, no hits, and one error on the Yankee line score so far. 1-1 pitch is a
1-2,
slider that's cut
count.
on and missed for strike 2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. So striding forward now,
Leading off
Matt
for
Beatty.
the
He got on
Yankees.
top of one and was a
The first
ground out
baseman.
victim last time.
Matt
Infield
Beatty.
shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away.
He got no out.
Tried to get him to
Ball,
go
that's
after one
down.
below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Hey, here we go.
And right into the shift. Reined in. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth. Ready once again,
Next
Luke
one,
Voigt. He's hitless in
The
his 2
designated
at-bats so far.
Luke Voigt.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Bases are empty. One man
Plays
out.
out one right here.
Off
Ball.
the plate. 1 ball, 1
Hey,
strike.
got one down here. One down.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get a knock.
And he'll try to get him
2-2.
fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
The batter. The
To the
shortstop.
plate now, Sheldon Noisy.
Nolan.
Can't
No
find the
good.
zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
One out.
0 for 2 for him to this
All right,
point.
here we go now.
Swing and a miss. 1-1.
1-1.
2 down now. 2 down.
And this is swung on and
1-2
missed.
to
So
count.
now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, and he's got it. A no-hitter.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show, and he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.